Hello, hello, and welcome. This is Ariel, and this is the New Moon Ascended Master Oracle reading. For this reading, I'm using the Ascended Master Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. And before we get started with our actual reading, I want to just make a few suggestions to create sacred space if you're doing a reading at home, or to create sacred space if you're doing any sort of meditating or anything like that. First and foremost, have an intention. Use tools like the Zimbles or the Zimble journals to write down your intention. And remember that your intention is different than a question. You can use questions, I'm not saying that, but keep in mind that setting an intention is not the same as asking a question. An intention is your desired result. For example, your intention may be healing. We're doing a reading for the purposes of healing, for the purposes of manifestation, for the purposes of clarity, knowledge, peace, love, whatever it is for you. Just have an intention. It's what energy or state of mind you want to draw forth in your life. And the new moon is the perfect time to set manifestation intentions. This is why I offer these readings on a monthly basis. And I hope that you're using your intentions at home. Anyway, let's move on. Number 2, have an energetic protocol. By this, I really require a couple of things. First of all, you have to be able to breathe deeply to relax your mind and body. You have to be able to ground yourself into the planet. So know about your grounding cord, grounding into the planet. And if you need assistance, I'm sure we have a recording on that somewhere on the website here. And you have to be able to connect your higher self. And that's as simple as saying, please connect me to my higher self. You may want to use, when you're first starting out, you may want to use a pendulum or something like that, just to indicate when you are, to get that affirmative sign when you are connected to your higher self. And once you flex that muscle and have a lot of practice, you will no longer need to get that validation from the pendulum. You'll just automatically know that you are connected to your higher self. And then my next suggestion is to have some energetic support. Here's what I do. I call in my angels, masters, and healing guides across time and space, and I ask that the information I receive be of the highest purity and clarity and of the greatest good for all concerned. It's really that easy. You just want to call them in. Now, I'm not calling them into my space. Remember, I'm connected to my higher self, and I've got my bubble, my energy. But I can draw in my angels, masters, and guides around me to show me, to share information with me, and to show me the way. And the fourth and final tip I have for you is have fun. Now, you can also light a candle, create an altar for yourself. There's all kinds of wonderful things you can do to create sacred space and ceremony, burn sage. All of these things are wonderful. I think the important part is that you have the intention of fun and healing, and wanting to have no harm for anyone concerned. Always hold everybody's highest regard and safety in mind. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into our Ascended Master card reading for this month, May 2019. Okay, interesting. So today I have drawn the card from the Ascended Master Oracle card, Paul the Venetian. And this card is all about artistic expression, self-expression and artistic expression. Paul the Venetian was the Italian Renaissance artist Paolo Cagliari. Oh, I'm probably butchering his name. But his last name was later changed to Veronese to signify his birthplace of Verona. But he moved to Venice, and that's why he's called Paul the Venetian. Okay, so now that we've got that cleared up. During the city's golden era in the 1500s, he painted religious murals and paintings, and he was very successful and able to defend himself against even charges of blasphemy. He had charges of blasphemy against him during the Inquisition for his artistic rendering of the Last Supper. So he was able to, to save himself from the Inquisition. So he was a pretty on top of it man. He was able to argue his side of that. You can call upon Paul the Venetian for help in freeing your own artistic expression and creativity, and to get to rise above any feelings of persecution like that Paul the Venetian experienced. This card signifies that your artistic talents are in need of creative expression. So you might have a lot of that energy tied up. I think last month we were working with the first chakra a little bit, and this artistic expression, your creativity, has to do with the second chakra. So that's kind of interesting that we're moving up the chakra system there. You have hidden talents that are lying dormant, and this trapped energy can make you feel tired, or it can have the opposite effect. It can make you feel restless, anxious, and can lead to actual addictions if the energies aren't expressed correctly. So some artists that have this kind of energy when they shut themselves down. I know I'm a musician, and so many musicians, they drink, right, to suppress that urge to express. So it's a sort of self-medicating kind of thing. Even if your artistic abilities feel unpolished, they need an outlet. So you need to have something where you can channel that energy. Make time today, or any day this week, this month, to draw, paint, sing, play music, write, take photographs, make jewelry, sew, dance, or just do something artistic and creative. Whatever it is that floats your boat, find some way this month to focus your creative energy and that artistic expression. Allow your self-expression to come out to the world, and maybe it will surprise you and surprise others around you. Certainly, it's not the outcome. Like, you don't have to create a masterpiece. I think it's really being in the space of creating instead of what it is that you create. I know sometimes I'm not the greatest painter on earth. I mean, I've got a good eye for color, but even in that state of painting, even if I'm making a mess, you can get a lot of messages. It's that very receptive theta state that you go into with those brain waves. It's a very receptive and wonderful state to go into, and a great form of meditation in and of itself. You may find the key to your life's purpose and your ideal career through this process. So even if your purpose and passion is not creativity, it's not that I'm asking you to suddenly become a fine art painter, but during this process, even if you're doing adult coloring and coloring books, during this process, you'll go into that state of mind, and you'll be able to get those messages around your passion and purpose that will definitely give you more clarity, and also give this creative energy a channel to express through. Take a class, learn a new artistic skill, express your true feelings using color, sound, some sort of expression. Even writing, if you can really get to that deep core expression part, that's what you want to keep focused on this month. So journaling this month as well. Your life's purpose involves an artistic endeavor such as writing or playing music. Well, there you go. So that's all I have to say. I hope that you find some creativity that suits you this month. Spring is in the air, and everybody is enjoying that that rising energy at this time. So I just hope that you find some way to channel that energy as well. And hopefully it'll be through artistic expression or self-expression. Well, that's it. I hope you'll tune into our other programs on healing body, mind, and soul with Ariel. This has been your Ascended Master Oracle reading for May 2019. And this is Ariel. Until next time, I wish you happy healing.